White run from old Rorik's.
You in need of a companion, friend? Well, then you're in luck. I reckon I've killed more men than there are minutes in a day.
When he met the shield maiden Matilda said,
Yes, Delphine. I believe I swept it this morning.
I'd say you're right. I can count the mud crabs I've killed without using my toes. I'm not big on hurting such gentle creatures.
Good.
And the braggart named Ragnar was boastful no
I got my
more.
start as a pit dog in the Imperial City Arena. Worked my way up to Gladiator before I got bored and quit. They say the best techniques are left by the survivors. With me gone, I guess everyone will have something to offer. Hey now, no need for that. I have my reasons, and they're as good as a bowl of Horker stew. Well, friend, it all comes down to who your opponent is. I'm square with killing men, but with a grand champion, ain't no more men to fight. So, they bring in beasts, minotaurs and things. I don't like it one bit. If a man chooses to enter the arena, it's what you call his prerogative. A beast ain't got no say in the matter. I kill horkers for food and bears for hides. I don't kill no animal for sport. Why not? You need to get out more, friend. The arena is the most celebrated spectacle in all of Tamriel. To fight and die in the arena is a great honor. To fight and live, well, do that and you carve your name amongst the gods.
And the braggart named Ragnar was boastful no more. When his ugly red head rolled around on the
You're
floor.
mistaken. It couldn't have been higher. The people were hungry, not for blood, but for entertainment. The arena, friend, was a welcome diversion from the throes of war, because there's no death in the arena. Not to them. If you're a spectator, ain't nothing that happens in that pit real. It's all a game. 'Cause it's fair. It's about the only place you can truly measure a man's worth. If I ask the folks here who has the best mead in Skyrim, one person might say Blackbriar mead, another might vouch for Honning brew. If I asked for the best alchemist, bard or scribe, or which inn was warmest, and which wench the sweetest, there'd be many replies, but no answer. But if I asked you who was the strongest, who could best any man in the pit, there'd be no debate. You'd know by who was left standing. Only in the arena can a man be judged by his own merits.
Oh, you talk and you lie and you drink all our mead. Now I think it's high time that you lie down and bleed. And so then
The words won't do it justice. Not mine, anyway. But you can imagine, can't you, that moment when you stand behind the gate in a cold sweat. The air's so thick you can taste the blood. The crowd is buzzing. The flies are buzzing. Then they wheel up the iron. You hear this roar, so loud it rumbles in your chest. You don't know who they cheer for, what they cheer for. Victory, glory, or death. But that's the beauty of the arena, ain't it? Nothing's ever written, Nothing's ever known.
There once was a hero
A grand champion can win 100 matches and name a skeever as his next opponent, and the audience will still hold their breath. Unlike the stories, it's always a surprise when the hero wins, because in the arena, the hero's allowed to fail.
Oh, you talk and you lie and you drink all our mead. Now I think it's high time that
Can't tell you much about that. I mean, I heard the whispers. Sometimes you see good fighters lose to pit dogs. Next day, they show up with swords so enchanted they crapped mages when you swung them. There was one Khajiit fighter, the others called Jingle. Said every night he went home, win or lose, his pockets jingled with gold. But ain't no one ever approached me. They knew where I stood. I grew up watching the fights. I learned enough then to know glory was the best coin. You ought to travel to Cyrodiil sometime, friend, and test your valor.
This is a local favorite, and
It's all in the hips, friend. Killing a bandit is like making love to a maiden. It only takes a second, and there's no shortage of blood.
As he told of both battles in gold he had made. But then he went quiet, did Ragnar, when he met the shield maiden
And their
Matilda,
pain
who said,
is our pleasure.
oh, you talk and you lie and you drink all our mead. Now I think
The
it's high
Horkers,
time
my
that you
friend.
lie down and bleed.
The Horkers. I can't get enough of a good bowl of Horker stew. Fresh garlic, tomatoes, a sprinkle of lavender.
When his ugly red head rolled around on the floor.
You keep talking like that, and we'll need to get you an apron and a chef hat. Also Horkers. That isn't it. You see, I've tried stews of all different flavors from all over Tamriel. I've tried your venizons and your steaks. I've tried your bug meat, your horror pies, and Taurus nuggets. Some wood elf charlatan even tried to sell me what he called a wyvern steak, but it tasted like mountain goat. I've tried every meat from the Somerset Isles to the shores of Solstein, and ain't nothing compared to a fresh pot of Horker stew. But you know what I haven't tried? I haven't tried a dragon. And call me crazy, but I think I saw one fly this way not long ago.
And the braggart named Ragnar was boastful no more. When his ugly red head rolled around on the
Well,
floor.
there's still the problem of the scales. We need to find a way in, unless you plan on using your teeth.
Of aggression is just about done.
Dragons. I was wondering if you had any thoughts on how they should be prepared. Seems to me there's a lot more than just dragon steak. Now, I ain't no chef, but I was thinking maybe it'd be best smoked into some sort of jerky.
Of Skyrim, and we fight all our lives.
Have you ever heard of clan fear? Lizard beasts from Oblivion. Taste like chicken. Or so I've been told.
And we'll see it wiped clean of the
A high elf whose toe I stepped on once told me, "Watch where you stab, Horker Brath." It was the highest compliment he could have paid me.
Ragnar the Red.
Business, friend. Business. Perhaps when our adventuring days are over, we can open the finest Horker stew shop in Skyrim That or a brothel. Seems like Skyrim needs more of both. I remember when I first signed on, the Blade Master didn't have a raiment my size. Had to borrow one from a Breton. That thing fit like a corset on a minotaur. I looked like a sodding carrot. My opponent didn't think it so funny, though, when I caved her chest in. If what Gaiden Shinji says is true, then the best technique is to swing your hammer recklessly and hope to connect. Works for me anyway.